Alrighty, everybody, we are back. This is looking like another Challenger gameplay with Chovy operating on Orianna this time around. I wasn't really sure what to record today, so I just went and looked for some newer gameplays, and yeah, I ended up finding this on his OpGG. I don't know too much about the game. I'm pretty sure he does well. I'm pretty sure he could give us another examination of how he will play a control mage into a champion like Silas and how to essentially operate this kind of game. But we shall see. Let's go ahead and get into this. Oh, he's going to run into the Silas. That's unfortunate. He's going to run him down, though. This isn't going to be as good for the Silas as the Silas might have thought. Yeah, look at that. So while the Silas thought he was getting something good here, these totals missing. This is clearly more than that. Ooh, it's okay. Also wanted to thank everyone for all the love and support for the past few videos. Ooh, that Lee Sin is really just messing that Silas up. By doing this, the Silas has already less control than absolutely normal. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for the support we've been getting. My last video didn't do quite as well, sadly, and I tried to pivot off of exclusively Chovy content, seemingly. Which seemingly didn't work, but I'll still try to do so in the future, especially if people want to give me suggestions on players they would love to see. Outside of that, we have some other good content on the way, or at least in the works in the idea process. That will actually require much more editing and can't be released as frequently as I release these small VOD reviews. I don't know we're on direct to camera. I'm so sorry. Let's go back. I got on a tangent just talking, you know. I'm so sorry. Give me manual camera. Let me just watch this. Alright, we're good. So anyways, the Orianna is essentially going to dominate the lane here. The Silas already had no HP. Chovy just kind of stained up. It's Doran's ring versus the Dark Seal. So it's just all common things. Silas is just attempting to survive at this point, legitimately. And we're gonna get some shoves in. She shoves him in. She's gonna start poking the turret. No biggies here. Yeah, I'm glad everyone enjoys Chovy content as much as I've been enjoying making it. Overall, I actually believe I've become a better player just by watching this guy. Like, he is the best player in the world. Up, we got a gank, but it's really not gonna... Ooh. Ooh. Look at this. Look at this weird bug. Look at that. Does this mean Kindred will get double marks? Is that how bad this bug is, or... Huh? Sorry. Alright, let's continue on. So, Orianna's going to return right back. No biggies here. I guess we'll just let it follow like this unless I feel that we're going to need to move it. Sorry, I'm also trying VOD review on client for the first time in ages. I really don't prefer it because I can't see the clicks of the player, but I've also watched some just badder or worse quality by not doing this. Oh, we got a play up here. So Chovy's entering this because he can potentially collect the other one. Yeah, so he keeps his Lee Sin alive and everything, and it's great. This is kind of... Oh no, this is really good. And on top of that, he also had the lane set up in a way where this is going to come into him. So this lane's coming into him. It's killing his minion wave off. Like, all of this is really good. Yeah, he's going to let it kill his minion wave for the most part unless Silas were to TP. And Silas TPs because she can't allow that because falling even further behind on XP is not going to be doable. He's going to walk him down with autos now. Yep, he's going to walk him down. And he tries to dodge, but it's not about the dodge here. Well, it is about the Lee Sin dodge, I suppose. But essentially, oh boy, I have to do it this way now. So the Silas, let's just go one more back. I apologize, but I want to explain this very well. So Silas TP's in. Oh, what the hell? I didn't say go back again. Okay, whatever. Alright, we can see what the Silas buys here. He's TPing in, he's got nothing. No, he's got a ring. Okay, he buys a ring as he leaves. So he gets a ring versus Orianna's tier this. So technically Silas is a tad stronger overall for an all-in. But that's if he can actually all-in her. There's no kill here. Like in the worst case, Orianna will back up just a little further. So there's never a kill here. So Silas is in trouble in the sense. And the sustain is not even. Orianna's going to have more. She's taking biscuits. So taking this trade is just really dumb. And he's going to keep going for it too. He keeps going. Chovy doesn't auto him right away, which I think he intended to. He takes 2 autos there. He autos him there. He takes them all back, but keeps the spacing nearby. So now when the Silas decides to start moving away, he's going to stay in range of him and keep autoing him the entire way. And collects the speed boost. So now the Silas is forced to try a dodge, but can't do anything. And holds his flash. Lee Sin froze the Q because he's stuck here. So he's going to flash this way. And that's essentially how this play ends up. But because this is happening again, this wave's just going to keep shoving in. And because this wave's going to keep shoving in, there's just so many issues. Silas is looking to help, but he can't do much. He's so low. Oh, let's see. So Silas is looking for it. We're getting a good team fight here. Orianna cannot die here. It would be really bad. Alright, he makes sure he can live. That's what he really needs to make sure of, because he cannot miss this entire wave. This is massive. That's a flash. Alright, this is unfortunate. I know in many lower elo games, most teams will fight to the death. And if your team actually chooses to fight to the death here, you're going to have to leave if you're the Orianna, if you're this mid laner. You cannot trade... How many creeps is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus a tank. So 4, 7, 8. 8 creeps plus a tank. You cannot trade this. This is worth so much more in golden XP, and golden XP are worth more early on than they are later. So you cannot do this. This is easily going to be 5 and almost 6. But I don't think it's actually almost 6. It is definitely 5 though, I'm pretty damn sure. Not to mention, you get to hold the lane state against the Silas, who can't do anything. Like, we need to play for domination of our lane in almost every matchup for solo queue. And while domination can change for some people, in the end we always want to have complete control over our laner and make the biggest deficit possible. Alright, so Orianna's going to shove in. No big deal. Lee Sin's actually going to look for it, but he misses. It's unfortunate. Oh, I thought he hit it, but that was the E. He just EW's out. No big deal. Orianna pokes a little harder. Orianna's going to keep shoving him in to keep him stuck here so he doesn't actually get the back. She's not particularly scared of a gank at the moment because she has this entire side of the river warded. So she could just keep him trapped in here. Kindred tops over. Kindred might try to, since it's high elo, try to break this freeze. And yeah, Kindred's going to try to break the freeze. I don't think this happens in lower elos. Oh no, Silas. You can't do that. We can easily tell the Silas is tilted from that play. He's level 4. He's level 4 going into Orianna. He's the same level as the Kindred. He's the same level as his support. You can't do that. So we can see the easy tilt there. Ori's trying to go back in to try to shove the wave in, I think, but doesn't manage to, and it's just going to go back. It's unfortunate in that sense, but it's okay. She'll accept the bad lane state for now, but she will have a massive lead in items. And there's no problem with that. we're going to go ahead and fast forward because we can. And we will get her back into lane. So we're back into lane. He's going to try to shove him in, so the wave's going to push back, I assume. Or he's just going to full on just poke him under turret constantly and try to bully him till he has nothing. Is there happening over here? Okay, no, we don't see that. I should actually... There we go. We can actually see what he sees. So he doesn't see that at all, and that's fine. He's going to go ahead and get a ward down, covering his entire side again. And yeah, he's completely safe again to do what he wants to do. He's going to look for even more harass. He gets it. Oof, what a hefty chunk already. That's a whiff and another poke into him. Yeah, so Chovy Orianna, also pristine. Who would have thought? Definitely isn't just, you know, the best mid laner in the entire world or anything. No. He's just, he insists on playing for not so good teams, I guess. Instead of just joining a premier team and, dominating. But he really is just so good. Like, the Sylas is looking for it, but now the Sylas is basically in kill range. Not just quite yet, but just about. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. Oh, wow. He never got his ult in. That sucks. There might have been a time where he could have gotten it. You guys are free to actually rewind the video, I guess. I feel like I just pause and go on tangents for too long, and unless I have something huge to say, I don't think I should do it as often. But honestly, that was really, really good. But I'm pretty sure he had a time to throw his ults in. Probably when the Sylas tried to W into him, and they could have both ulted each other. Like, there's probably some time when he had the ability to get the ball back for it. But it's okay. I'm going to take a nice little check. Nice little check around the map while he runs back into lane. He shoves, he collects. Keeps going. He's going to keep shoving. I'll slow it down in just a moment. And we're right back to the situation we were in before. And he's hugging the top side because he has the ward over there, which is fine. And his Lee Sin is over, so he will assume he will get helped because of Challenger Elo. Ooh. So this is a different important concept. Ooh. We will let this happen immediately after. I'm sorry, but this is an important concept. So let's see the timing of this, actually. Yeah, so he doesn't see the Kindred at all. So this isn't about the Kindred at all. This is an important concept, because now the Sylas is super low, while Orianna is very healthy. Clearly, this is a huge difference. The Sylas can no longer actually lane, quite obviously, because he has to W Orianna to actually get his health back. Or he's going to have to try to sustain back up with his health pots over time, which is just terrible. So if Kindred were not to come, but Kindred's going to save this and bail the Sylas out, this would shove in. He would be able to re-shove it in. He would be able to continue to bully the Sylas under turret if you like. Or he could just, like, let the minions pile up until a massive wave comes up and just drops it under his turret. So since it'll take a while with a cannon minion alive, it's going to take a while, and then one wave's already here, and then another wave comes, and then possibly a third wave can come, and you can shove all three into the turret, creating a massive wave, and he cannot leave, because if he leaves at some point in the sequence, it will get shoved and he'll miss all of it. And then he will be doomed, even more than he already is. So this this ult is to try to force him to go back. So he would just shove the wave in, and this guy would go back, and there's no problem with that, and he'd burn the TP. Or you could also just say that it's not, and if he chooses not to do that, then he's in even more trouble, but the Kindred bails him out. But yeah, the ult is probably really good. I believe it's really good just because he's able to get the TP out of him or get an even bigger lead. Getting the TP out of him also will just generate a lead, but in a different sense. He'll have a tempo advantage with him not having his stuff. He's going to try to stop it. Yep. Silas can't do anything. He gets poked again. He's in so much trouble. He's gonna miss another wave now. He wards aside. He keeps poking it in. He gets the TP out of him also. Like, this TP doesn't make sense anyways, because guess what? He's gonna shove in anyways. You could have just walked back at this point. You TP'd for one creep. It's just really bad TP. In my opinion. Like, now he's gonna go back. He tries to stop him, but there's nowhere to get him. He dies to Lee Sin. We're gonna shove back in, make him miss another wave. Get the rift, which means we're going to get all the plates. Shove in some more, get another wave in. All this is pretty easy to tell stuff, I think. I think anyone can comprehend this, even on ×2 speed there. And Silas is back. Orianna gets her ult taken, but who cares? The Silas can't do anything to her anymore. What's he gonna do? Look at her? Oh, look. He's trolling, basically. He's so sad that he can't get the CS that he's basically trolling. Orianna goes back after taking the Raptors. I would assume she was going to take the Raptors if they were up, but yeah. So another important concept is known as dirty farming, or it's what I have been taught it as. It's essentially taking the jungler's camps with champions that are capable of doing so, and making your gold purse as big as possible. Usually in higher elos, your junglers are good about clearing your camps, but in much lower elos, they don't know how to jungle at all, and they will leave their camps up till forever, and they might ping you for taking them, even though they're leaving them up forever. Ignore them, take them anyways, get yourself as big as possible, just like Chovy is here. Let's go look at his CS, 127 at 13 minutes. Obviously, only 4 of that is from the last jungle camps, and each jungle camp is worth 4 creep score, but the point being that, oh boy. Oh, okay, we gotta see that. We gotta see that properly. I'm sorry. Let's see it properly. Yes, dirty farm. Do it, guys. Alright. Pulls him in. I think if he doesn't... I said I wouldn't tangent this anymore, but if we watch... I think he clicks back here and walks back here, but then doesn't. But he doesn't need to. So he does this. Yeah, this walkback's dumb because he could just hit him and not have to flash, I think. Or maybe the Silas was in range for a W and that's why he did it. I don't know. If you guys can't tell, I always question myself because I find it also is a very important thing to ask why, asking how, essentially asking how these things work, because if you don't ask, or if you don't ask why would he do that, or how is that the most effective thing, then you're just not going to grow in any field that you try to pursue. And I must appeal to his authority in many cases because it's Chovy and he is one of the best players, but there are times where I'm going to assume that something was wrong. And I would need guidance as to why it would not be wrong, which anyone is welcome to give me. Silas is kind of hinting in. No, he got one back, but this is pretty much looking like a stomp, which I had no idea it was, which is fine. So as you can see, the dirty farming continues. He goes down to get the golems, as he's going to get solo XP. As I've harped in many videos, solo XP very important. But you also must make sure you can join your team when it most matters. The balance of these two things is extremely important, and it's hard to master. Run ×2 speed just to speed up boring parts of the gameplay that have nothing to talk about. It saves your time, saves my time. I'm gonna keep going. We got more farming here. Lucian looks for Silas, as you can see on the minimap. We're here, essentially... The Lucian should not be here, by the way. I don't know what Canna's doing, but, you know, whatever. Yeah. As you see the ping here, Orianna's teleport, Orianna should be here. Plus, the Orianna was already here. I'm not sure what Canna's doing. Canna's still a really good player. Don't get me wrong. It just feels odd that he would just take over the lane that Orianna was already in. Anyways, Ori's back to mid. No big deal. Okay. I went too fast. Let us go see this. I'm ready. I'm ready. Who's ready? I'm ready. If you're ready, you can leave me a like, comment, telling me you're ready. Here we go. Oh. Alright. Alright. That wasn't as fun as I was hoping. Regardless, it was not too bad. We're going to keep going. He's going to dirty farm another camp. Oh, that guy's trying to take it from him. Little hamburger try to take it from him. My goodness. Look at little hamburger over here trying to take Chovy CS. Get out of here. Yeah, as you can see, he's here if a fight really breaks out. But it's just not. So he just keeps eating. Because he keeps eating, he's just getting more and more ahead. What's it at now? It's over, checkmark. Checkmark meaning that you want 10 CS per minute. It's a very hard goal to accomplish, especially for lower elos. And if you can manage it, you can feel really good about yourself and really proud that you're CSing like the pros. But as you can see, we got checkmark hit here, checkmark hit here. So these two players have been farming extraordinarily well. And yeah, to actually hit these things, you must dirty farm. You must eat your own junglers camps or the opposing junglers camps. Of course, you want to eat the opposing junglers camps, but sometimes it's just not doable. Yeah, so he's heading right back to mid. I think he can head to bot potential. Oh, he doesn't have TP, so he actually cannot with Baron up. Okay. Okay, we're continuing to do our thing. They're fighting up top. Chovy is doing his thing. He is zoning the Silas. He doesn't need to help the team in a 1v2 or 1v3 situation. Ooh, little hamburger. No, he got eaten. My goodness. Alright. Well, regardless, we're going to head over to Baron because the jungler is down. Very important when you're ahead like this to not just do Baron because it's up and you're ahead and you can win a fight. Because guess what? While you can, you might just lose the Baron and they might get out for free. And a 50-50 or even like a 40-60 when you're 22-4 and 7 turrets to 1, giving them a chance in the game just sounds terrible. Just try to always direct your team with pings to not do suicidal things for the sake of fighting, which seems to be one of the hardest things to avoid in lower elos and something you must always ping your team on and try your absolute best to keep them from doing. Really important, I would say there. Alright, let's keep going. The Rumble down here gets TP2. We're looking to catch this Kindred and this Lulu, potentially. Nope, just the Kindred. The Kindred gives in. The good thing about Kindred giving in is that her timer might be a little faster, which could matter, but I don't think it does. I think this game's pretty over. Silas is going to die, and I am going to watch Orianna shove in. And thank everyone once again for all the support. Thank anyone who's made it to this point in the video. And appreciate all the support I've been getting, despite the last video not really getting as much support. But I can't be mad, especially since I produced 2 really bad videos prior to getting the higher quality content together. I will always just thank you guys for all the love and support. I will, however, ask for likes for the sake of the YouTube algorithm. It would really help us out. Any YouTuber you watch, anyone you want to support, they would always appreciate getting likes. Okay, let us see this. So, we see Silas is going to Everfrost. Yeah, this isn't that close. Orianna reaction flashes the Rumble E. I don't think I could even manage that, even if I wanted. Gumiyushi's going to try to get him with the Kog'Maw passive, but it's just not going to work. We can go ahead and watch this one more time. Basically, to close the video out, from what I could tell, it's looking like the closer. So Silas actually manages to E Orianna. Orianna immediately stopwatches. I don't know what ult he has. I assume Dilutions. This is such a weird bug. So Silas tries to all in the Ori, but doesn't manage to. Rumble TP's around. The front line of the enemy team has passed away. Ooh, excuse me. And we are doing well. And now Lee Sin's going to try to get the Rumble. And yeah, this is what it is. He'll get him eventually. And they're going to walk it in, I assume, from here. Ah, yeah, there's a surrender vote. But yeah, I want to thank you all. Thank you, everyone, for their support. Thank you for everything. And I hope to see you guys in the near future.